us a treat.
So while she's bringing in the treat, I want to ask you a question. So if we only had, and thanks for staying for the after party, because it's when the treats come out, right? So if we only had 5 minutes to talk about what Mary Kay offers women like yourself, tell me what you feel like you need to know the most.
How much time does it take?
Okay. Michonne? Catherine?
How to get started.
Okay, how to get started. Great questions. Okay, so you saw how much time that it took. So from start to first, and to finish here, okay, we are at about 1 hour. So about 1 hour to teach the whole entire beauty experience. So that's about what it would take you. So if it takes 1 hour to teach a beauty experience, and a few minutes, because you remember that I called you and had you do a profile about, I asked you about your skin type, I asked you to wear a favorite color, and then the other question is if you could change one thing about the condition of your skin. Those are really the 3 questions I asked. So it only takes a few minutes to do that prior to teaching one of these beauty experiences. So knowing that, how many do you think you'd want to do per week?
Well, if it's only an hour, I could do a couple.
Yeah. How do you think you might get started?
I don't know.
Okay. I know, because I felt the same way, like I didn't know how to get started. Well, the first thing is to fill out a really quick little application and get your beauty kit, and your beauty kit is $100 and it has well over 400. Remember the true and false question? That was actually really true. And so you get everything. The only thing you're going to need to pick up are washcloths, okay, because we used real washcloths today, and headbands. Okay, that's pretty much it. We didn't even really use cotton balls or Q-tips at all. So that's the only thing. And then getting started is we just have you make a list of your friends, your family, the people you know, and get their opinion of the product first. And then you can start your beauty experiences like the second week you're in.
Okay.
Okay?
I have another question.
Okay, sure.
How much do you make?
Oh, okay. That's the best, isn't it? Okay. So you have several avenues of income. Okay. Your first avenue of income are, of course, your initial sale, what people purchase, and you see that we teach more than we sell. And I didn't push anything onto anybody. You guys pretty much decided what you wanted. You make a full 50% of everything that is shown, and everything that they reorder. So our goal, and my goal as working with you as one of my team members, is that wanting to get you to 50 customers. Because I know 50 customers will purchase about $1,000 a year in skincare. Christmas is coming up, so this is really good time because of Christmas sales. And then after Christmas is the gift buying season. Graduation, Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduations. So you see, we're walking into the best ever. Well, the average customer will purchase about $1,000 a year. So if we work with you to develop 50 customers, that's $50,000 a year. And how much of that is yours to keep?
50%.
Which is?
Okay, 25,000.
Right, and you know, that's really good part-time income for someone who's just putting a couple of hours in.
Yeah.
They're really great. And then we move to the next thing, of course, which is going to be building your team. So because no one in Mary Kay can go up to the corporate headquarters and knock on the door and say, "Let me in." Well, you have to be asked to become a consultant. And you know, Angela, I think you're going to be great because you are a great student. You listen, you learn, you're wonderful, you're great with people. And Kara, I know you're seriously considering this for yourself because you want to be able to someday have a family and not work full time, and how well this is going to be working in because you're already a teacher. You already have the qualities that we're looking for. Catherine, you love glamour, you love beauty, you love all of that. I mean, this is definitely right down your alley, right?
Lipstick.
Exactly. Oh, lipstick, exactly. So as building our team, you're able to bring people in the moment you begin, the moment that you sign your name to your application, you're in, and you can bring other people that you know into this business. You can bring your mom, your sister, people, your relatives, your customers, and the company pays you from 4 to 13% of the combined production of all those people on your team for the rest of your life. I mean, really for the rest of your life and their life, as long as they're in the company. Okay, so that's your second big avenue of income. And then when you have 14 people on your team, okay, what are you doing? Yeah, cruising down the street, right? You're on your own freeway of love now because you got the car. So that's way, way cool to be able to have that. Yeah. You can bring in people all over because we don't have any territories, right? Yeah, don't have any territories. Other questions?
You were talking about a piece of paper.
All right. I was. Well, I just happen to have that right here. Okay. So one of the things that we put together for you is a great introduction to Mary Kay. And this is going to answer a lot of questions that you have. But if you'll just take out of here this little simple thing and fill it out, then we're going to order your starter kit. So here's yours, Catherine, besides having all the great product. And Kara? Freeze frame. What is in this packet? Well, one of the things you're going to be able to do is get these on MK Connections. They're beautiful and they represent you in the way you want to be represented. I love these. So what's inside of here are the steps to success. Okay, this is a real application to have them fill out. I really like this versus sending them an e-invitation whenever possible, because they're most likely not going to change their mind or take days to sign up. This, as long as you have their signature on it, you're good to go and you can go home and enter their application online. The other thing that I really like is what comes in their kit. And this you can get on section 2 under the recruiting supplies. This is excellent, and on the back there are 6 reasons, and I can have them circle that going more into the after party here of what they would personally like most out of the business. There's also a lookbook, and then this is excellent. I know you've probably seen this, but these are many, many accolades all about Mary Kay. It's all about the company, the person, the product, and then of course how we are doing Mary Kay Pink Doing Green. Okay, hope that you love this. I'm excited to see what would happen from all this. All right, you guys, so please take a minute and look through this. Kara, questions you might have?
Oh, so this is all the stuff you did with your party, right?
Yeah, that's everything. Can you believe that you get that for 100?
Yeah, like the mirrors and stuff.
Yeah, and the 3D,
Yeah.
the entire collection, both in your formulation and also dry. Mm-hmm. And then on this sheet right here that you're going to see, the back of this, you're going to see freedom, flexibility, fun, friendship, fulfillment, fabulous. Okay, 6 great words. This all start with F. All right. So I would like to know what would be of most interest to you. Freedom, flexibility, the fun, how you can make money and have parties and enjoy the work, friendship, because there are 3.5 million consultants worldwide. You just got that many new friends. Fulfillment, of course, because oh my gosh, isn't it fun to help women feel more beautiful? And then of course fabulous. Okay, what appeals to you the most? Maybe the top 3 words.
Fun.
Fun. Yeah. No surprise about that.
Yeah. Freedom and flexibility, I think.
Okay. Freedom, flexibility.
Yeah, I was thinking freedom and flexibility for sure.
Okay.
And maybe fulfillment would be my 3rd one.
Okay. Good. All righty. Well, here's a pen next to your little portfolio of wonderful things. Take us a couple seconds and fill that out, and then we're going to be able to be here to answer more questions. Sound good?
Good.
Okay, great. All right. Okay. Let's wrap this up now. I'm going to take you back to yourself as a consultant. All right.
Okay.
So let's have a discussion, because I think that the audience will want to know what you're experiencing now. Questions? Because I see sometimes things differently than you might. All right. So this concludes the beauty experience. We've booked. Well, first we closed on the product. We booked while we were closing, and then the after party was all about the business. Okay. The first question I asked was, if we only had 5 minutes, what would you really need to hear? And then we had a couple of comments. But now we're going to take you back to what your real life is. You're all 3 beauty consultants. What are you thinking, and what are your questions moving forward?
I like the ease of it. I mean, everything just flowed. Yeah, everything just flowed, and it just looked easy.
Yeah. Very duplicatable, right?
I don't think anyone knew experiencing or even looking at the video would feel overwhelmed.
Okay.
I think they would feel at ease that they could do that.
Yeah, exactly. I think so too. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Okay.
I liked when we were doing the after party how easy this was to share with the
Mhm.
folders, and then they already have it instead of having to schedule a one-on-one later.
Mhm.
That it's kind of all there. And I liked what you said about doing just filling out the paper agreement,
Yes.
because I think that's just easier to do right
Mhm.
then. And when
Mhm.
I've tried to pull out like my iPad or something, or you
Mhm.
don't
Yeah.
have a connection, and
Yeah.
I send them a link later, and then I have to follow up, and sometimes 3 days later when we catch up,
Mhm.
it's gone. The excitement's
Yeah.
gone.
That's what we found as well.
Mhm.
We've really gone back to paper agreements. They just
Yeah.
work so much better.
It's
Yeah.
cool too, because then when they get home, they like have in their inbox. They're like, okay, now like I'm set up, and they're
Oh yeah.
yeah, like
Mhm.
it's good to go for them.
Yeah, and even has a welcome thing, like welcome, and it's really cool for them to open that up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, it really is. So, any hitches on this? Any more questions that you might have? So, how do you guys feel about not only selling the product to everyone at the table at full retail, but also bringing them into the business on the same time?
I like it because you're wrapping up everything. You're just getting it done.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mhm.
What would be problematic about thinking, well, Catherine's going to come in as a consultant, maybe I should give her the product at wholesale?
No.
Ooh.
No,
Yeah.
that's bad.
Why? Tell us why, because I think people are going
It
to need to know this.
devalues it for one,
Mhm.
and that's, it's gonna set an example that that's what she's gonna do.
Mhm.
Takes away your profit, and it takes away the new consultant's confidence that they can sell the product.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. Oh, so true. And when that new consultant comes in, she wants to know, I paid full product price for this product. Well, I got a
Mhm.
deal because of the roll up, but I know that other people will too. And if
Mhm.
she didn't, then she's going to think everybody else won't.
Right.
Yeah, don't do her that disservice, for sure.
Mhm.
What about bringing everyone into the business that day? All three of you.
I would love that.
Yes,
I'd love to
Yeah.
have a class of 8.
Yes.
And bring them all in.
Right. Uh-huh. And I want to take you back to the very first when I said, Kara, thanks for inviting me, and I want you to tell Kara why you really love her. I want you to go back to that for a minute, because there's some psychological pivoting places, and that was one of them. When you tell someone something nice about them, the atmosphere changes. You invite a good spirit in the room. You invite friendship. You invite camaraderie. You invite love. You invite all those good things. And then I notice that you put down there that you're booking a class.
Mhm.
So that's what we do at yours as well, even though you're a new consultant. People affirm you. People want to be with you. Your class, even though you're a new consultant, that class is going to be your first class. And I'll be there to support you. So I think it's important that you book them for their class so that when you're bringing people in, they see, oh, I've got my first class booked. Catherine's going to help me do that first class, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no,
And I'm
that's
going to
great.
get started, and maybe I'll even have a new business associate. When you bring someone in that way and they host their own class, and then they have a new team member as well, they're solid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
love that.
Kara, questions or comments?
No, I agree. I feel like it seemed really easy. It's like that flows well. And like as one of the people who's like in the party, it doesn't feel like it's too much.
Okay, excellent. All right, you guys. What do you want to say to the viewing audience? Do you think they can do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can
do
totally
it.
do this.
Yes.
All righty. Thank you. Thanks for watching.